sits down, I just want to tell all of you what it means to me to have this man here with me.
Yes.
Some of you know, some of you can remember. He's one of the heroes of American history, one of the leaders of our civil rights movement. Went to jail 45 times, 45 times to try to make sure America lived up to our ideals and that every single person had the right to vote. He was left bloodied and broken in Selma on the bridge. There's a lot that I admire about this congressman, but his courage, his commitment, his belief in our country is just so extraordinary. And I know you want to join with me in thanking him for everything he's done to make our country the great country that we are. Thank you so much. It's wonderful being with you here tonight and to have this opportunity to talk with you about what's at stake in this election and how important it is that you not only come to this rally tonight, but you go and caucus 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. That you stay committed and involved all the way through the election next November. I know when people run for office, they always say this is the most important election. And to some extent, that's true. People like John Lewis sure believed every vote mattered, and every vote should count, and that it was the most powerful tool we had as citizens of our country to express our opinions. But there's something unique about this election because the differences in how we see our future could not be starker. I've listened to the Republican debates. I have to tell you, I often don't recognize the country that they describe. I don't understand the really mean-spirited rhetoric, the attacks on so many different kinds of people. And what they are promoting at its core is more divisiveness. At a time when we need to be united more than ever. And so, I'm here asking for your support to be able to go to work for you. You know, in a way, this is like a job interview. Country, telling you what we would do if you hired us. And we're asking you to think about the job, because we live in a very complicated world right now. The person has to be able to do all aspects of the job. You are choosing a president and a commander-in-chief. You are picking somebody who has to get our economy moving again to create more good-paying jobs with rising income for hard-working Americans. And so this is a very consequential election. I believe with all my heart that our country can be just as strong, as prosperous, and as united in the future as we have been in the past. I know some people don't believe that. But to me, there is nothing we can't do. And it's not just what our president does, it's what each of us is called to do. How each of us supports an agenda that will provide a platform for our young people to live up to their own dreams, that will bring us together across all the divides that seem to be so deep. I think the next president has to tackle all the barriers that hold us back. And there are a bunch of them. You know, I am absolutely committed to making sure we grow this economy. I am able to remember back to the 1990s when that's exactly what happened. When we had an economy that produced not just 23 million new jobs, but importantly, incomes went up for everybody. And you know what's really important about that? It wasn't just folks on the top. Everybody, middle-class families, working families, poor families did better. Because we had an economic policy that really created ladders of opportunity. And what I want you to know is that average incomes went up 17%, more than $7,500. And African Americans did even better. Their incomes went up 33%. There were more jobs for more people that could be filled by folks that were ready and willing to work but hadn't had the opportunity before. So I'm not standing here promising you something I can't deliver. Right. I'm telling you, we can do this again.